Hey everyone, it's Dayakar Padayachee and welcome to the first episode of The Scrolls. So, I'll be documenting my entire journey about creating this book and diving into a bit of my insights on how the writing process and the journey was done. So, we're going to get into a bit of the origin story of how I created the Ancient Scrolls of Lukutona. So, as a filmmaker since 2013, I've been working on various projects, but there's one that has been very close to my heart, and that has been Lucatona itself. So, the origin of Lucatona is an interesting one, as it started when I was way back at the age of 13. I was a big fan of Chronicles of Narnia and The Lord of the Rings, and I wanted to create something of my own. So, I drafted my version of Lucatona in 2006, grade 9 at St. Henry's Marx Brothers. And it was really bad. My friend attempted to edit it, and I think it drove her insane. But despite the rough start, I couldn't shake off the world of Lucatona. The world building, the characters, the magic, it all drew me back in. So fast forward to 2015, I had a few creative friends who shared my passion for Lucatona. And we brainstormed, shared ideas, and slowly but surely, the world started to take shape. And now I'm excited to share my journey of bringing Lucatona to life with you. So what urged me to write Lucatona as a novel? One would ask. Well, I'll let you in on one secret. The secret to getting something done is just doing it. I know it's shocking. It's crazy. But seriously, just taking the first step is a huge accomplishment. Many aspiring novelists out there are bursting with ideas, but it's the act of putting words on the paper that really matters. So, what made me decide to have Lucatona as a novel? See, the world was so dense, it was filled with so many characters and locations, and I even had to create a map for it as well. And using some of the tools to my discretion, coming from graphic designing, coming through from art and such, showing it, like drawing some of these characters as well and visualizing who they were. I think it was way too much to cram into a script. So, and at that time, when we were writing, series weren't so popular. The most popular fantasy series at that time was probably Game of Thrones, and that's about it. And for me, I think writing it as a novel was, one, as a producer, you have an intellectual property. Two, you get to create this world without rushing into the plot points. We get to spend a little bit more time with these characters. We get to spend a little bit more time understanding the world itself, right? Hearing about the lore from different cultures within the world of Lucatona itself. So where you are with your story, you'll be able to find yourself in a position by gradually growing and expanding your universe in a place which feels comfortable to you. So it could be a comic book, it could be a novel, or it could be a film. It is up to you to decide what medium is correct for your story. So I'm a big historical fan, and Lucatona became a love letter to those marginalized in history from Eastern, African, Southeast Asian, and other diasporas that have not yet been represented in fantasy fiction. So the allegory of India's devastating past became something that was entirely real for me to represent within the fantasy setting. So like Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, which is post-World War II, in Lesson of Caution, we now have to wonder how we write prose. So by writing prose, we understand the historical lens, specifically from history into novel form, right? So this helps you define the worlds, themes, and the characters and how they navigate through the political landscape and discover themselves as characters. So in the next episode, I'll be diving into world building and how to use prose of history to tackle this very topic. Thank you guys for being a part of this episode and taking this journey with me. And hit a link down the bottom to Amazon to buy your purchase of the Ancient Scrolls of Lukutona. There we have it on Kindle and we have it on paperback. So you're more than welcome to get in and order your own copy. If you're Durban based, you can get it from Ike's Bookstore, which is on Florida Road. It's running for $300, and I think it may be a great Christmas present. So see you in the next episode, guys. Thank you so much.